What is up, Savages? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. As you guys know, I'm a big supporter of privacy coins, and one of my favorite ones is CCX. And if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that I have been mining CCX for a really long time now, months and months. And I realized the other day, I've been doing videos on other things like Bitcash and things. And I realized the other day, because I check from time to time, obviously, if I'm mining to wallets, I want to check to make sure that everything's still flowing like it should be. And I checked the other day, and my Conceal wallet was no longer syncing. So I didn't have a chance at the moment to check it out, but I do now. So I figured I'd fire up the live stream and do it live. So yeah, let's check it out. Alright, so if we come over here to the desktop here and fire up the Conceal wallet, I'll show you what's going on with it. Let me get logged into one of the wallets, and then I will slide it over to the other screen so you can see it. Alright, so this is what is going on. This is what it looks like. And normally, down here it'll say syncing and give you like a status. And I just realized, like, if you look at the transactions, there's nothing since the 2nd. So it was kind of concerning me a little bit. I'm like, wow, I really need to get this working, or I need to get this fixed. So I figured I would check it out and see what's going on. I think where I would start with this, where I think we should start, is in settings and see what node we are actually using to sync with. I think that that's probably going to be the first place to start. Now, this is a new wallet, so if I show you the about here, and we'll go to about Conceal, I think it is the latest wallet version 5.3.8. And just to verify, let's go to Conceal.Network, and we'll go to their wallets just to make sure that we are on the latest one, because sometimes they'll release one and you won't, for whatever reason, you won't hear about it. Not Conceal, but just crypto projects in general. And for whatever reason you won't hear about it, and then come to find out all you needed to do to fix your problem was download a new wallet, right? So I'm going to go to see what this, so 13 days ago, this is a pretty new wallet, version 5.3.8. If we come over here, about Conceal 5.3.8. So I'm on the latest version. Don't think that's the problem. Because of that, we are good to go there. All right. So the next place I would look is the nodes to see what we're actually syncing with. Because if you're not familiar, most wallets, and especially in the old days, you would download a desktop wallet, you would download the entire blockchain to your computer, and then that is what your wallet actually syncs with. But as time goes on, and I mean, even in the previous years, you've had the ability to connect to remote nodes and things like that. But one thing that they're kind of implementing in a lot of newer wallets is the ability to connect to remote nodes, trusted nodes, and things like that, so that you don't have to download the whole blockchain to your computer. But if you're thinking about privacy and security, and whether or not who is what entity is actually authenticating or not authenticating, but validating the blockchain for you, then you kind of want to know what blockchain or what node you're actually attaching to. So that's why a lot of times you would just download the whole blockchain yourself, or allow your wallet to download it, and that is actually your node, right? So it's on your own computer. So that's why that is probably the safest way. But they do have different ways of connecting to remote nodes and trusted nodes and things like that. So that's what we'll kind of look at. But as you can see, I mean, I've had the wallet up for a while now, and you can see nothing's really happening with this thing. It is literally not getting any payouts or anything like that. I can tell you that the rigs have been on and running, so head over here, although they were having a problem just a few minutes ago. It looks like they are coming back up now. But they were up and running just fine. Both of these are mining Conceal. So I should, and they have been, so I should be getting some payouts. If I go to, I'm just trying to, what I'm going through now is like some steps that you should take to verify, to make sure that there is something actually wrong with your wallet, or you're just not mining to it anymore, right? So let me go and grab, what I'll do is I'll grab an address off of one of these rigs here. Because remember, I don't know if you remember, well, not if you remember, but in a couple of previous videos, 2 or 3 videos ago, I explained how this was all set up as far as the shared rigs and how I'm doing it. And so I have 2 different wallets for these 2 rigs now, even though they are sort of owned by the same people. But just watch that video if you want to get more information about how that's going. They're just shared rigs, co-owned rigs. And all right, so I'm going to go to, I use the official pool to mine to, CCX, the Conceal pool. So it's pool.conceal.network. And I'm going to go to the stats and payment history. So I'm going to paste in that address that I just copied. Then I'm going to go look up. All right, so we can see right here, it does have a pending balance. It's not very much though. Well, you know what? It says the last 24 hours paid was 10. Last 7 days was 50. So it's actually down. If you look at the wallet, the last payout was on the 2nd. So that's 5 days ago. So I don't know. So some portion of this, even though the pool has paid the address, this is where people get kind of confused. But the pool has paid the address, and that is on the blockchain already. That's already been added. But the problem is that my wallet isn't syncing. So it's not going to show that value or those payments without it being synced, right? So syncing your wallet is super important for making things look right. So this is just, I was just showing you that there is something out there that the wallet should change. All right, there's something that should be reflected in the wallet. So there's payments basically sitting out there on the blockchain ready to show up in this wallet. Long story short. Okay, so let's go ahead and minimize all the stuff in the back so we don't get too much stuff going on the screen here. And I'm going to go to settings because I want to check out what the connection settings are right here. So we click on connection settings and we can see that there's basically 3 options here. You have built-in node, which would be like I was talking about a few minutes ago, where you've downloaded the whole blockchain to your computer and that is what you're using. So you could use the built-in node, an automatic remote node, or a custom remote node. So the way this works, I explained built-in node. Your own personal computer is the node, or you could have it somewhere on your network, or it would be on your local area network for the built-in node. And then the automatic node is basically goes out to, see if I can get to it here. I think it's on the Explorer. So if you go to Explorer, let me get this to where you can see it up here. If you go to explorer.conceal.network, okay, over there they have, this is basically the Block Explorer, the Network Explorer for the Conceal network. Difficulty is going down a little bit. That's cool. So they have the Explorer, they have mining pools over here, funds, but they also have, and this is how transparent they are. This is just side note here. This team, it shows you in here where they're distributing their dev funds, right? So they're being transparent about that. But more importantly for this video, you've got nodes over here. So if you click on nodes, this lists all the Conceal network or CCX nodes that are out there. And the reason that they show up here is because these nodes, these people, these computers are running Conceal Guardian is what it's called, which is I wouldn't consider it a wrapper, but it's something that sits alongside of your Conceal daemon that runs on your computer, and then it monitors it and checks it and makes sure that it's running. And if it isn't running, then it tries to take action to actually start it running. And that Conceal Guardian also throws that information, that node information, up to this website on explorer.conceal.network on their website to be listed as a node, right? So what automatic remote node is supposed to do is go out here and randomly choose one. I don't know the mathematics, what it uses to actually choose one, but it's supposed to go out here and choose one of these nodes and connect to it. But as we can see, I don't think that's working, because that's how it was set. It's not syncing, so I don't know. So another option, so a troubleshooting step I would take, or I'm going to take, is I'm going to choose custom remote node. But I'm going to go over here and grab, let's look at one that has been, let's see if we can sort by started. Okay, so 13 days ago, remember the latest wallet came out, which included the latest daemon, right? Which is the program that runs, that is your node, or that manages the node. So 13 days ago, so this one right here, for example, is in Germany, but it's been up for the whole entire time, although it's the wrong version. See over here at the right hand side, it says 5.3.7, so I don't want that one. We'll go with one that's in the United States, that's 5.3.8. That's been running for 12 days. That sounds good to me. CCX.badass.org, like the name, so I'll do that. I'll use that one. So I'm just going to click on that IP address and port number right there, and it says the connection URL was copied to the clipboard. Close that. Then we're going to go back to the wallet. Close all this down so it doesn't get too busy here. And I'm going to paste that into the block here. So I highlighted everything, paste it in there, right click, paste. Now I've got the new IP address in there for badass.org or whatever it was. CCX.badass.org, yeah. And then we are going to click save. And it tells you, hey, you've got to restart this wallet for this change to take effect, right? So we're going to give it a shot. So I'm going to close out of here. And then we'll just relaunch it. And the splash screen actually shows up on my other monitor here. I shouldn't be showing you my eyes. You could probably tell what I was actually typing in there. Pretty smart people on the internet. All right. So now, down here it says synchronizing. So what we can do now, it says the block height should be 3. Oh look, see how those funds are coming in there? Like I was saying, there was some waiting out there to show up in the wallet. It says synchronize now, so that's awesome. And then if we wanted to really double check or triple check, we would go to we look right here at the height, the block height, and it's at 305.489. And if we go back to the block explorer over here, we should be able to see the height, 305.489 right there. So you just match that up, 305.489. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let me zoom up a little bit. So 305.489 right there. And if you go to Block Explorer, 305.489. So that's it. So that fixed it, but that doesn't explain what is going on with the actual automatic node portion of our selection for the connection. So if we want to check out, was it just like a little quirk? Was it something that was goofy and maybe it fixed itself? Let's go back to automatic remote node, save. Wants to restart the wallet again. Okay, we'll do that. All I'm doing is a troubleshooting step where I put things back to the way it was broken and see if it's still broken, right? Just a second. Alright, now it says synchronize down here. But we synchronized it too, right? So I don't know how, it'd probably take another block to be added to the blockchain in order for this to maybe come up and not be synchronized anymore, like it was before. I don't know how to check or how to kick it off and try to make it do something. I doubt that it's fixed, because I mean, I don't know, maybe going back and forth between the two on the connection setting might have fixed it. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. We could also do a built-in node, again, back to the local computer. Could do that as well. I think that one should certainly work. And that is by far the most secure. But I was hoping that maybe this would break it again, but I don't know. I can't tell if it is or not. What I could do is maybe go and send some. Let me see if I can bring up a wallet and maybe try to send something to it. I might be able to do this kind of fast. Let's see. No, I won't. I got 2FA and all that stuff on my wallet. Let's see here. Let's set it to, what I'll do is, well, let's see. Okay, I really want to know if this is going to break again. 305, it actually went up one. So now I'm thinking that it's actually going to work. 305,493, right? Didn't it go up one? No, 493. Yeah, that's the same block, okay. Do a refresh here. Still going. All right. Just kind of curious as to whether or not it's going to still work. I'm just waiting. I just want to see a new block added here, and that way I can see there. Okay, so there's one, 494. So over here, hey, look, it went up. So maybe going back and forth between the two actually fixed it somehow. You know, actually going to customer mode and then back to automatic mode. I don't know. Kind of weird. But for security, I'm going to go with built-in node. I'm going to click save, because I am running it here. So let's get out of here. Relaunch it. Takes a second. I didn't think it would take this long, though. Come on, wallet. Oh wow, it did not start. It did not like that. Oh, interesting. Let me see here. So I'm just stopping the task for the wallet that was in here, task manager. just seeing if I can get it to actually kick off here. So what I'm looking at here is just a splash screen, but whenever I click on it, it goes away. So something's not right. So I might have just broke it. Really broke the wallet. Could just be impatient, maybe, I don't know. It does look like it's doing something. It's using some CPU power and some memory and stuff like that, so I'm just gonna let it go for a minute, see if it comes up. I was probably just being impatient. I guess maybe if it's attaching to your local node that it might take a little longer to start. I think I do remember this whenever I had it set up that way before. It takes like a full minute before it'll actually fire up. Waiting. Let's go and check out the market real quick. Bitcoin was flirting with 12,000 again. Yeah, there it goes. So I was just impatient. Alright, so you can see right here, let me get rid of the stuff in the back. So you can see right here, now it's synchronizing again, which makes perfect sense because whenever we had it set up before, what we were doing with the connection settings, going to automatic or custom, that's not a node on our local machine. That's like remote stuff. We're talking to remote nodes, right? So whenever we use our built-in node, which hadn't synced yet, that's now why you're seeing it syncing down here. So it makes perfect sense. So you just have to wait on this to get to 305, 495, and then it'll be all synced up and we're good to go. Not really a reason to wait on it. I'm pretty confident that we're going to be good. The funds are already showing up, but I don't know. I mean, that should be fine. So it's got all the transaction data over here already, and it pulls that from the wallet. The wallet. Well, it's actually in this case, is it wallet.dat for CCX? No, it's all those. That's right. So you got .wallet files, right? So it pulls that information from the transaction histories from that file. So that's why, you might be asking, well, why is it showing you the funds if you're not synchronized? Well, that's why, because it's pulling them from that wallet file. All right, the transactions. That's what I meant. Not the crypto or nothing like that, just the transactions. So that's why it's showing you 100 up here. All right, so that's going to do it. This was actually 25 minutes, 24 minutes. That's not too bad. But we went from a non-syncing wallet to a syncing wallet, and got everything all up and running. So that is cool. I think that we're back to 100% now. So thanks for checking this out. I see I only have one viewer right now. That's okay. This is not my normal time slot. Maybe there'll be some viewers after the fact. I don't know. I will see you guys next time. Stay savage.